If I were to start my entire investing journey now, knowing what I know in 2025, I'm sure it would take me way less time to actually hit my first crore. So I'm going to explain the blueprint to you. I call it Blueprint 1A and Blueprint 1B. And I'll also throw in my Google Sheet that I actually use for my life today. And once you put all of this together, you might get to your first crore way faster. But you know what? Something happened last week. This is Papa. Papa is ekdam Iron Man. 10,000 steps a day, eats well, and when he calls me, the only thing he says is, "Beta, ghar aa jao." And I feel guilty and I don't go to meet him. He one day called me and said, "Beta, I fell down last night. While going to the bathroom, I tripped. My shoulder is paining a lot." Of course, we were a little worried. Then I thought, it's nothing, he'll be fine. And then his pain became worse. So we said, okay, we'll go to the doctor. Doctor said, it's a full tear. You have to get surgery. And we got admitted to the hospital. Just one day, one surgery was 3.5 lakh rupees. And the 3.5 lakhs was taken care of by insurance. Now, Swati and I can actually manage a 3, 4, 5, 6 lakh rupees sudden expense and we'll be fine. But if we were younger, this would have been a huge problem. So basically my point is, medical insurance is non-negotiable. You have to take it for your family and yourself. End of story. No debate. Then on this Excel sheet, you'll find it in the description. You open and you put your monthly kharcha pani. Your rent, your expenses, your unexpected expenses. Let's say it's 30,000 rupees. This will be 1,80,000. This 1.8 lakhs is basically 6 months of air. If something happens, this will keep you safe. You can thank me later. But everything can't be done on an Excel, right? So I want you to open your favorite note-taking app or a paper and pen like I like it, and I want you to write this. Dear Mummy, Papa, I absolutely love you and everything I do in this world, my work, my relationships, working hard, earning a salary, is for you. If something happens to me, I have made sure that you are safe. Here is my plan, Mummy, Papa. For the expenses of your health, I have made sure I have X rupees saved for you in an insurance. I know we have a loan of total 50 lakhs or other things. And I have made sure that we have the money saved. In case I'm not there, you will be able to pay it and you will not be burdened by it. With lots and lots of love. Did this scare you? If it did, there is a solution for this, and it's called term insurance. It's something to make sure they are actually comfortable and safe. If you have a letter, do let me know what you wrote in the comments if it's not too personal. I'd love to know if this changed your life or not. But the point is very simple here, guys. This was our first step, your safety net. Now let's move to step number 2. You know, last year when we gave appraisals to people in the office, we were so proud of ourselves actually. We just felt really good that people walked away with a decent appraisal and they had more money in the bank now. But then, like always, they completely fooled us. They started buying a lot of clothes, expensive ones, went on trips. They even got a new car. The people who had cars upgraded those cars. Then people got nice shoes. And I'm like, itne to paise the bhi nahi yaar. Where did all this money come from? Thank you, loan apps and easy credit. Point is, a lot of people start investing with 500 rupees and that's great, but it stays 500 for 5 years. No, the point of starting with 500 is that you begin the process and then you start to increase it as much as possible. This is a simple SIP calculator. On the right side, we have SIP amount. Just look at that. Then we have some assumptions. Expected return, 10%. Kam liya hai janbujh ke because people in comments go, 10%, 12% bahut hai. Then we have invested amount and market value. All you really need to see is, ye 20,000, this 20,000, when does it become a large amount? You can see over here that it takes 3 years and 6 months to add 10 lakhs to your account. The next 10 lakhs, so total 20, takes 2 years and 7 months. The next 10 lakhs takes 2 years and 1 month. Scroll down towards the end, within 11 months you're adding 10 lakhs and even getting to a crore. Ab mujhe pata hai comments mein what you'll say. You'll say, I don't have any money to invest. I only have 500 rupees. Zomato, can I have this nice dim sum over here? Okay, I know what the problem is. Here's a simple hack if you really want to do this. As soon as you get your salary, look at that salary. Of that, take a 5% or 10%, whatever you want to invest, and take that money out and invest it. This doesn't really need to be stocks. And then what's left? That is where you do your kharcha. Usually you do the opposite. You call all these apps, make all these purchases, and then say, 500 bach gaya, bloop, I'll also invest to make yourself feel good. Don't do that. And you know what this means? This means we have completed step 2 of our blueprint and invest early and invest, I forgot the full form, but you get the point. In my early 20s, I started earning the magical figure of 1.5 lakh rupees per month. I felt invincible. I mean, what is this? I earn
a lot of money.
And something even more interesting happened, which I'll show you here. This was my income going up over a period of time. And then something interesting happened. This was my expense. And basically the difference here was my savings. But then when I suddenly thought that I deserved more, this happened. And I suddenly started spending more than I could afford. You know what this is called? Economists and some really good Nobel laureates call this unhappiness, also called.
देखिए सर, अभी हम कुछ नहीं बता सकते हैं आपको, हम डिप्रेशन में अभी हैं.
Whenever you try to spend to signal to the outside world that you have reached some sort of status is the fastest way to become poor. But what's the solution? The solution is the creation of a guilt-free fund. The first X% should go for investments, then the next for all your fixed expenses and expected expenses. Then whatever's left is your guilt-free fund. This means everything we've covered so far is lifestyle inflation, which is step 3 of our entire journey at the blueprint. And step number 4 starts with Ramesh and Suresh. They both love 5-star, but they also love something else. Both of them have an SIP. But Ramesh has credit card debt, personal loan, and he may also have BNP. Suresh has none of these things. Let's assume they're investing in, say, Nifty. It'll be between 10% to 12% growth. And that's growth. But over here, the debt bit, this bit, is actually anti-compounding for you at 36 to 48%. So whatever is the highest loan category with the most interest, pay that off first. Once that is done, then do SIP. This means step number 4 is actually complete, which is the loan trap. But the most important part of this entire blueprint is right here. And if you're wondering what this is basically the compounding blueprint, the safety net, the invest E square. And this is the anti-compounding blueprint, which covers lifestyle inflation, loan trap, and the most important thing of all, that's something I keep looking at even today, and you should too. It took me 20 years to figure this framework out. It's called the DBL framework, and let me explain it to you a little aram se. 2 years ago, I decided that I had to learn to play the guitar. And to learn to play the guitar was incredibly tough because I had to go back home, get my instructor, and he would spend countless hours with me just learning. And this was 2 hours every day for 2 years. All that sacrifice and these fingers over here will actually show you something interesting and how this will change your life in the DBL framework. 1, 2, 3. I only dreamed it and I made a blueprint for playing my music, but that instructor never came. I never called him, never negotiated, never studied for 2 hours, never practiced. And this was a waste. Just like you, I've been educating for a decade now and I realize all these frameworks are great, but you won't listen. You won't actually do it. The don't be lazy framework is exactly this. If you don't do it today, your investments will sound exactly like my music. टूटा टूटा एक परिंदा ऐसे टूटा